What is it, my cutouts? Long time no see. This is Cardboard Ninja coming at you with the devlog for February 28th, 2025. Looks like we're going to see the return of the founders coming back relatively soon. So, what's coming with them? First off, it looks as though there's a new Epic support module on its way. And it looks as though it's probably going to be like a 2 by 4 by 2. So it looks like carjack size, something like that. I think I saw a video of this earlier, and it just reduces spread. It just reduces spread. In basically that and accuracy of all kinds. But yeah, no, for one energy, that's not a bad deal. Ultimately, like obviously, some guns are gonna benefit from this more than others. Believe it or not, I was thinking back to things such as the spike. The spike is actually, despite it being a fairly good gun, actually kind of inaccurate. If you think about it, it's not so much inaccurate as imprecise, right? Like if you sling like 3 spike projectiles downrange or 4 spike projectiles downrange, none of them land in the same spot. They all land in random places because of the bloom on the weapon that's just natural. This will tighten that up, unless of course you're using like the Torero or something. So this will definitely help in next year's Impulsiveness Brawl. Next up is the legendary Ballista. They didn't give it a name, but they gave it, well, a pretty cool picture. This thing is effectively going to be well, obviously, just another crossbow, but it's huge. And then, in addition to that, it does bonus damage against structural parts, so it'll dig deep into builds, provided that you don't hit anything good. And then, in addition to that, the metal beams, when they land in the ground, apparently are going to stay. So, kind of like the Ripper in that regard, but I don't think people miss on purpose in general. So we'll see how well that does. The problem that I have with this is it's not a problem, just noting this thing's size looks as though it's going to be like the size of the kaiju. It looks as though this is going to be another one of the previously 12 energy, now 24, 23 energy weapons that use up effectively all the energy on your build in order to produce this effect. So your mileage may vary. The kaiju's great. I'm not segueing to talk about the kaiju about this for any reason other than the fact that there are some weapons, again, such as the kaiju, that do function in a limited capacity as standoff weapons for what they're actually designed to do. So, for example, way back in the day, you wouldn't do this now. You wouldn't do this back then because the idea was the kaiju originally had a nerf component to your build when you charged up to fire it, but now it lost that component, and so it actually can spar with scorpions if you're good enough. Because again, its durability is great, its damage is great. Avalanche is also something that is not bad. The Avalanche is another one of those super guns that if you hit with it, it is extraordinarily punishing. This feels like the same. This feels more or less like a continuation of that theme. If this is indeed a 23, 24 energy gun, which I believe it looks like. Again, based on the size of the base, I think it just is, especially considering they just released another crossbow into the game recently. So be on the lookout for that. I think it'll be kind of cool just to have, because it actually looks, I don't know why, even though it looks very smoothed down and simplistic, I don't know, I just kind of like that build style, so it looks cool at the very least. And if these things are not 12 energy, or sorry, 24 energy, and are indeed 12 or 9 or something like that, then, I mean, that'll be fun. Oh, also, this thing comes with Extraordinary Impulse, so this is basically just a spike upgrade, which is interesting because, there's a Toadfish upgrade. And upcoming structural parts. We all know that we love bumpers, and there's going to be more bumpers, and things that look like they're going to be wheel well / fenders, and those are probably some of the best parts to build with in Crossout, just in general. Getting things around your wheels has always been tough, and so getting anything that assists with that is always welcome. So, that's Devlog Part 1. Can't wait to see Parts 2 and 3. Who knows what's coming? Probably more guns. Things to make you spend more money on the game. But the real question is, what are they going to nerf right before this patch comes? Right before the founders come out to try and encourage you to purchase it. Leave your comments below. What do you think is going to get nerfed? Do you think they're going to nerf the Toadfish? Think the Toadfish is going to get a little nerfy nerf? We'll see. All right, guys. Peace.